Hey everyone, welcome into TexAgs Rewind presented by Yeti. I am David Nuno, my buddy Nick Savage behind the glass. Nick, kind of a full show today. I think we did, half and half football, half and half basketball?
Yeah, that's what you're going to get on the Rewind, half and half. First half football, second half basketball.
Are you a half and half kind of coffee guy or nah?
I don't drink coffee, but if I did, it would be TexAgs coffee.
Oh, look at that. You don't drink coffee? I'm trying to think when I got into coffee. I didn't get into coffee. I mean, I drank Cuban coffee as a kid because all Cubans do, but like coffee, like work coffee, like old people do. I think I was about 24, 25 when I really got into, or maybe 23. Like when I got into the workforce is really where I started. You have no need for it in the morning?
No, just give me a Monster and I'm good. I don't drink one every morning.
Yeah, those chemicals are going to kill you.
Not good.
All right, so we had Charean Williams on the show, Aggies in the NFL. We almost didn't get to that because I lost track of time, but Charean was great. Jonathan Hutton, Outkick, one of my favorite guys to talk about. Any good?
Yeah, he's awesome. He can talk about just about anything. I wanted to get him on the show when I was hosting, but I opted to just do a best of, basically.
Well, the best,
I saved him for you.
Well, that's what the Rewind is, the best of. We thought the best of basketball.
Exactly.
Dr. John, we had him. We had Justin Lanham on the program. So check it out. It is the TexAgs Rewind.
Wait!
Oh, wait, we didn't do Aggies in the NFL. I'm over here looking at the clock. You know what? Screw the clock. Screw Louie. I'm kidding, Louie. Go ahead.
I'll be quick.
Take your time. No, take your time.
H.N. is going to be the honorable mention. 10 carries, 56 yards, touchdown, 25-yard touchdown. One catch for 5 yards. I didn't think the Dolphins used him wisely or as much as they should have. Jeff Wilson, who's been a threat to hit the home run, had 9 carries. They did not use H.N. as they should have, paid the price, lost to the Bills. Now they're a wild card team that has to go and play at Kansas City. Number 3, Donovan Wilson. 2 weeks in a row, he's had an interception for the Cowboys, 5 tackles, pass defense. He's really playing well right now for Olin's Cowboys. Number 2, Tyrell Dodson. He only played 20 snaps, got hurt, but 3 tackles, a sack, a tackles for loss in that victory over the Dolphins. And I don't know if people realize how well he has played. One of the top. I had him on my second team All-Pro team. He has played that well this year. Really had an outstanding year, best year of his career. And number 1, I'm going to go with Ryan Tannehill. 17 of 26, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He won the division title for the Houston Texans by helping the Titans upset the Jaguars on Sunday in what will be likely his final game with the Titans, and he'll be a free agent in the offseason. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to go somewhere and start.
Hey, so let's talk about last night's game. You and I were texting back and forth during it. Just Michigan living up to what they do. Washington with some missed opportunities.
Yeah, and overall, I thought it's a sloppy game, right? It was not what we expected or I expected from Washington. But then again, the Michigan defense. Give them credit, and hey, give the Michigan players throughout this entire season credit. I have hesitated to do that at times. I'm consciously trying to be self-aware about it because I'm judging them based on the coaching staff, specifically Harbaugh, what he did or didn't know, and McCarthy and company. While could they have known? Sure. Do we have any way of just absolutely saying they've got to know? No, absolutely not. And Harbaugh, there's no way to me that he wasn't involved in it. But yeah, the players, for all they knew, they were doing everything that any other team would be doing at any level. So I think they, with all the distraction, even to start the season, prior to everything coming out in October, I thought they handled themselves very well, considering that the veteran presence showed out in this college football playoff.
Jonathan, do you think we'll look at Michigan differently in a few years, few months, considering the scandal and the more information that comes out, and we'll see where Harbaugh ends up? Just, you think we'll look at it, or no, it'll be like USC in 2004?
Yeah, I'm going to remember them as champions because while they may vacate wins a couple of years from now, that moment last night absolutely happened. It was allowed to happen last night. And I think we look back on this and remember this whole saga as the NCAA having an opportunity to step up, and instead, maybe for the last time, maybe one of the last times we saw the NCAA not do anything. We watched and heard Harbaugh and Michigan call their bluff. The Big Ten stepped in on a sportsmanship violation. The NCAA can't even type up the notice of allegations yet, and we need a commissioner of college football. I think this is what I'll look back on this as Michigan wins the title, and no matter what happens years from now, because we watched.
What is the key for A&M to get something out of this game tonight?
Yeah, I don't think you want to see Auburn after you come off a loss to LSU, a game that you're supposed to win, but it is what it is. And so Auburn is really good. I've watched a little bit of them playing. They play fast. They score a lot of points, kind of totally different than us. And they've got one of the preseason SEC first-team players of the year, Janai Broome, a big forward for them, 6'10" kid. Can score inside. I'll be honest, I think he's going to kind of be the X factor for them. He's going to be the one that gets them going. They have a couple other guys that can go as well, but they're going to get up and down the floor. And they're going to, to my point, I think I told you on social media, I tweeted out that I felt like last game we should have sped it up. I think this game, I think it's got to be, slow it down. We got to match their energy inside the jungle. That place is going to be going tonight. I mean, they've got a great fan base. They play really well there. I think last year we broke their record by beating them at Auburn. I think they had a home record there in conference or something like that. And I remember we broke that. So we got to match their energy, though, because they're going to bring it at home for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at what they have ahead. And Auburn tonight, hosting Kentucky, the number 6 team in the country. Then they go to Arkansas. Then back at LSU. But, I mean, just that 2-game stretch right there. Auburn, Kentucky, considering you lost to LSU. I hate to say this, but you got to split, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Can I tell you a random stat that I saw about Kentucky? They have 4 guys that shoot over 35% from 3, okay? They have 4 guys on their team right now, Kentucky does, that shoots over 35%, and they have taken less 3-point attempts than we have. I found that just – that was mind-blowing to see. And maybe the stats have been updated and but that's what I saw. And that just blew my mind to see that.
But this is the same team that battled an Iowa State team that was absolutely smelling blood in a neutral court, down 21 and come back and win. That's not a bad team you did that to. To battle Houston down there and more or less a home court advantage, you're playing in Houston against one of the toughest defensive teams in the country, one of the most physical teams in the country, to be 2 free throws away from sending it to overtime. So those are 2. Iowa State was a win, Houston was a loss, but that's what that team is capable of doing as far as competing at a high level against a quality opponent.
Talking to Dr. John Thornton here on TexAgs Radio. So let's wrap up with this. We got Auburn coming up, and it doesn't get easier after that. You got Kentucky, and then you got to go on the road to Arkansas. Look, I'd love for them to split these next 2, take 2 or 3, but just tell us a little bit about this near future, what they have to do, considering falling behind the 8 ball, especially after losing to LSU.
Yeah, I think they got to get back to what they are, and that's it. Like I said, I mean, a tough, nasty, competitive team that doesn't take no for an answer and make plays, whatever it takes to be in games, whether it's, shooting, obviously. I want the ball to go in. I want to make all free throws. We were a great free throw shooting. We can be a good free throw shooting team. But you can't leave points on the table there. We've got to attack the rim. We've got to go to the line. We've got to make shots that aren't, shots that don't always have to be threes. And we can play inside out. So I want to see that kind of mentality. I want to see that toughness, and I want it to be back to where the competitive nature that I know this team's all about. And what's going to help us too, I think this is going to be an unbelievable atmosphere of playing tonight. It's going to, we've had their number. They're going to show up. They're undefeated at home. Our guys like competition, and they're going to get out here and battle. I'd like to see our gym absolutely packed to the rafters like this one's going to be when we play Kentucky. And let's take these 2 games one at a time and let's go.
Buddy, are we adding people? Or are people subscribing? Are they doing it?
Slowly but surely. Slows down a little bit after the football season, but hey, you got to keep it up. If you want to check out the full Jonathan Hutton interview, that's on TexAg, or that's on our YouTube page for us and on TexAgs.com. We are going to try to do a better job of getting you some radio Q&As and all sorts of other different features like Follow the Money, the Rewind. I know Kay and Luke's student podcast will start back up when the semester gets going. So plenty of stuff for y'all to take in. So keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing.
All right. Thank you, Nick. And thank you to everybody watching. We'll see you next time.